Have you ever heard the sound of freedom? Have you ever heard the sound of freedom?
You're listening to The Flip Side with Noah Filipiak, connecting the reality of the gospel to the grid of life. You can support the podcast and pick up some sweet Flipside swag at www.patreon.com/Noah Filipiak.
Flip upon a eye. Welcome to this historic day. It is the first Noah's Rant in almost 2 years. Why was there a 2-year break from Noah's Rant? How could this tragedy have occurred on the beautiful planet Earth? Well, we're going to get into that today, here in a moment. But first, for those that are new to the Flip Side, who have not had the amazing, life-changing experience of hearing a Noah's Rant, a very brief overview of what you are about to experience, or if you are wise, you will turn off this podcast right now and go find another Flipside episode to listen to. Noah's Rant is an attempted comedy. It is, I guess you could call it, satire and sarcasm, and let's just throw in stupidity. We used to do these at the end, and by we, I mean I used to do these at the end of a real episode, which is a terrible idea. I can't believe I used to do that. I would interview someone about something serious and heartfelt like most Flipside episodes are, and then we would do this ridiculous alert that Noah's Rant was coming, and then here it came. We stopped doing that and made Noah's Rant a standalone episode. We did a few of those, the last one being December of 2023 on puzzles. So if you'd like to hear my rant on puzzles, you may go back into the thread or archive on YouTube or the podcast and find the rant on puzzles. You can tell these rants are on very serious things that I'm very upset about, like puzzles. That is Noah's Rant, but they are here to make the world a better place. So be prepared for your world and the world about to become better. If you're wise, as I mentioned, this is your last chance to skip Noah's Rant. If you're looking for hard-hitting, substantial, heartfelt, formational podcasts, I'm telling you right now, you've been warned. Do not listen any further. If you go further, you're signing a waiver that says, I will not... I'm choosing to go into this. I will not come after Noah for the low quality of this episode. First, a shout out to high quality, and that would be Angry Brew. Check it out. I'm wearing my Angry Brew t-shirt for those watching on YouTube. I'm angling the camera down. Coffee with a punch. Angry Brew highly caffeinated coffee from 5 Lakes. Angry Brew sponsors the entire Flip Side, but the heart of the Angry Brew sponsorship has always been Noah's Rant. That's why you'll see their logo on our intro to Noah's Rant if you're watching online. Here I have my third favorite podcast is the Flip Side mug, which inside is sloshing around the delicious Angry Brew. Check out angrybrew.com, 5lakes.com. Use promo code FLIP and get 10% off your order. Thank you, Angry Brew. All right, let's go. That's your intro. Buckle up. This plane is about to take off. Without further ado, the first Noah's Rant in almost 2 years. Noah's Rant.
Noah's Rant.
Well, coincidentally, almost 2 years ago, January 2024, my family and I went to Disney World in Orlando, and I say coincidentally because it's not a coincidence. See that? That's one of those subtle sarcasm things. Coincidentally, that's the same time Noah's Rant shut down. That trip to Disney World historians look at it, and it's hotly debated out there amongst historians and TikTokers, influencers, but many believe that trip single-handedly is what broke Noah's rant. Many commentators would say I couldn't talk about the pain, that it just hit so hard that it broke me, and I just wasn't ready. I couldn't, and maybe they're right. I think I'm ready today. I think I'm ready to talk about the mouse who shall not be named. Please don't judge me. It's still fresh. Don't judge me that I can't name the mouse. I just can't. I mean, just even saying the word mouse is still difficult for me. It just lots of flashbacks. So just bear with me if I get a little emotional. This is a safe place. I think that's why I stayed away for 2 years. I had to really be coached and convinced by trusted loved ones that Noah's Rant was a safe place where I could talk about the mouse that shall not be named. It's interesting when they launched Disney World, whenever that was, this group came together, as when things get launched and named and things like that, the groups get together and they ask questions. This group asked this question: what's an animal everybody loves? And we want to make this place, this Disney World, amazing. It's gonna be more in a world. It's gonna be cartoons and movies, and we're just gonna make a ton of money on this. It's gonna be great. We're all gonna be loaded. So what we really need at the crux of this is just a cherished animal of American society, and just globally, an animal everybody loves, an animal just people love to snuggle with, an animal you just would love to have it in your living room, on the couch with you, even in the kitchen. We want it there. We want this animal everywhere. We want an animal that people love having on their kitchen counters and kitchen tables, and even on their plates. I mean, just we could think about the merchandise we could sell, and it's pretty messed up when the animal they came up with for that was a mouse. That everybody loves mice. Everyone loves to snuggle with mice and want mice everywhere. I mean, for me, I think mice are the most terrifying animal on the planet for most people. A mouse is in someone's living room, or women scream. Maybe is that sexist? I'm not sure. Men probably scream too. We kill them. We smash them. We create mouse traps with peanut butter and cheese, and we just sever them in half. That is the natural response to mice. They carry disease. They're filthy, they're disgusting. They eat your food. Oh, imagine one in your bed when you're sleeping. Oh, I'd scream there. Oh, man. And then I'd just annihilate that bed until that mouse was mouse jelly. But there's some dark, hypnotic stuff going on when the entire world falls in love with mice, specifically a mouse that shall not be named and his mouse girlfriend. Something dark and creepy is going on to brainwash people into that. I just proved it. Here's the thing. We're at Disney World, and I was shocked at the prices of things. Because I buy things. You have to survive. Food and beverages. And I'm used to spending money on things, but I swear you get inside those gates of Disney World, and you put a mouse's face on something, and boom! You can triple the price. 4 times the price. How much for this candy? It's $4. Boom! Put a mouse's face on it. It's $16 for a little bite-sized piece of candy. But people buy it. They don't care. They'll buy anything in that place if it has the mouse's face on it, and pay 4, 5, 10 times more. You put that mouse on a car, charge $1 million. Boom, people buy it. Helicopter, it doesn't matter. If the mouse's face is on a product, it's getting bought until the thing is sold out. I swear, I saw people just handing their credit card over to the staff when they walked in. They're just like, I don't care. It's just easier this way. Just take it. I'll figure it out later. Just take the card. Just go buy whatever you want. I don't care. Just handing their cards out to random people. Just buy as much as you want. I'm numb. I'm just numb to it. That's the hypnotic effect of the mouse that shall not be named. But it didn't hypnotize me, friends, brothers and sisters. Flip upon I was immune to the hypnotic effect, which is why that mouse that shall not be named hates me and is my arch nemesis, because it couldn't get me. You see, for me, being at Disney World was not the hypnotic experience, like you're having a great time and we're having so much fun and it's where all your dreams come true. I saw through it. I saw through the hypnosis. And to me, Disney World was like being stuck at an airport. You see, if you've ever been stuck at an airport, your flight is delayed. They can overcharge you for everything because you can't get out. You've gotten in, and that door is locked. And so if they want to charge you $16 for candy, they can, because it's the only thing available. You want to go buy a book at the airport, you're going to get charged $30 for a book. A meal is going to be $50. The nice thing about an airport over Disney, though, is you can get out. Eventually, the airplane comes. But Disney, like prison, you don't get out. The mouse that shall not be named doesn't like this message being told, but it's time. It's been 2 years I've been holding it in. It's time that I told the real story that not everybody sees. I don't think anyone else sees besides me at Disney World. See, we had gotten in. We were at the Magic Kingdom, and I saw this dude. No joke. He was my age, and he was wearing shorts, and on both of his calves, the back of his calf, he had a tattoo of Disney World. The one tattoo was of the mouse that shall not be named. Probably cost a couple mil for that. The other tattoo was of the castle, the magical castle, perhaps with fireworks behind it. And I'm looking at his calves thinking, what bet did he lose? I mean, I've heard some bad ones, but I got to know how drunk this guy was to bet and lose that he had to get 2 Disney World tattoos on his calves. So I'm in the flurry of the trauma at this point. I'm walking in and thoughts just don't make sense. And I can't speak. And eventually we are at a restaurant with my family. I just shelled out $100 for some frozen chicken tenders for my kids. I'm drinking water. We'll get to that in a moment. And I'm about to tell my wife about this insane man that I saw out in the flood of people in the entryway that had these tattoos on his calves. You know those times when you just praise the Lord for his activity in your life? I mean, you see it. It is supernatural. It is undeniably divine revelation, a vision, a miracle that happens, and you go, this is like it happened in the Old Testament, the parting of the Red Sea, fire coming down from heaven. New Testament, Jesus feeding the 5,000, like, let's go. I've had very few of those moments in my life, but the one at the top of the list was as I'm sitting there about to tell my wife about the hilarious yet traumatic experience of the man with the tattoos on his calves. My mouth opens to speak, and out of the corner of my eye, and the table right next to us, I see some calves. And on those calves was a head of the mouse that shall not be named and a castle on the other calf. And the Lord, like he shut the mouths of the lion to save Daniel in the lion's den, his spirit shut my mouth so that I could not even drink that free water that I had. Oh, yes, there is one free thing at Disney World. It is water. My mouth was shut by the grace of our Lord. And I did not tell my wife about the man that was so drunk that he lost a bet that he had to get these tattoos on his calf. Now, this is depressing so far, right? I mean, I know, I get it. It's why I didn't want to share it. It's why I've been depressed for 2 years, holding this in, and I didn't want to bring you down. I didn't want you all to unsubscribe. There's good news. There is good news. There's always good news in Jesus. Amen. And you know the Noah's Rant exists to make the world a better place. So good news, yes. Everything at Disney World is so expensive. I told you I paid $100. That was per kid for 2 frozen like chicken tenders and some fries. But I gotta eat. My kids gotta eat, right? I gotta provide. I gotta provide nourishment for my kids. Well, I drank water. Water's free. That's what I had. That's what I had for my meal, and the good news was I started to practice this, and I have 5. There's 5 in my family. There's my wife and my 3 kids, and sadly, I hate to admit it. Don't judge them, please. All 4 of my family members, who I love dearly, were all completely hypnotized by the mouse that shall not be named. Beyond hypnotized, I would even say in love. I would even say the mouse that shall not be named became a stumbling block to my wife. It's true, I normally don't air her, her story on here. It's about my story, but this time I have to. That mouse was the mistress of our marriage for those days. But there's good news. That mouse got my wife. He got her. He took her down to his pit. He got my children too, but he wasn't going to get me. And I did something to help save my family too. See, I had lost all semblance of control. My wife, she had given all of our credit cards to the mouse. She'd opened new ones. The mouse's girlfriend, they have a dog. I think they have 2 dogs. One of them is like a dog that doesn't talk, and one is a dog that talks, and it's very confusing. They all had my credit cards, and we had already mortgaged our home. I don't own my home anymore. We'd sold both of our cars, so I walk a lot now, but it's healthy. But we would walk into a store, and my children, they see a $30 lollipop, again, in the shape of the mouse that shall not be named. So clearly, value at $30. Very, makes sense. So they each need the $30 lollipop because, it's the mouse that shall not be named. And my wife, of course, needs the $30 lollipop. But I found a way to get everything, and I mean everything, in that place 20% off. You might be like, whoa, what Groupon did you find? What retailmenot.com did you score on your phone that you went around flashing in front of the mouse that shall not be named? Like, what now, mouse that shall not be named? You will not take 100% of my soul. You will only take 80%, and I will keep 20% as the remnant of true Israel. The remnant that God would bring, the offshoot of Jesse, the stump, Jesse's stump of David would come from that remnant. That's right, mouse that shall not be named. I'm going to save 20% on everything in this park. And by park, I mean prison. You know how I save 20% off everything? Again, 5 people in my family. I didn't buy anything for myself. Noah, do you need a $30 lollipop? No, I do not. 20% off. Noah, do you need a sweatshirt that costs $93? No, I do not. And that was on sale. No, I do not need a sweatshirt that costs $93. So while we purchased 4 sweatshirts, we did not purchase a 5th. Noah, do you need to eat $100 frozen chicken fingers? No, I do not. I will drink this water, just like Jesus survived 40 days in the wilderness of fasting. Did he have water? I don't know. Let's pretend he did. I think he didn't. Just like Jesus fasted for 40 days in the wilderness, I will fast. The Lord will be my food and my drink. I will drink this free water, and I will depend on the Lord for my nourishment. The Lord will get me through the darkest valley. The Lord is my shepherd. He will guide me through the valley of the shadow of the mouse that shall not be named. And I will get this meal 20% off by not eating. Amen and praise the Lord. And you're saying, I know, you're saying, Noah, you can bring your own food in. You can. You can bring in your own peanut butter and jellies that get smushed. And then the jelly soaks through that flattened bread. You can pay $30 for a locker, to store your food in as it heats and bakes in the hot Florida sun. And then when your children are starving because you made them go 20 minutes without buying a Mickey Mouse-shaped donut for $40 each, you say, you know what? Let's go to the locker. Right over there. See that sign above it? It says Locker of Shame, where poor people who hate their children store their stuff. We got our little key here to the locker. We go get our stuff out. Get the flattened peanut butter and jellies out because, Noah, you can bring in your own food. Now, your kids ask you, well, Dad, why do these other parents, or why do these other kids whose parents love them, they get to eat, they're eating $50 Mickey Mouse-shaped pancakes for their meal, and look, that one over there has a $70 Mickey-shaped mini pizza. Why don't you love us? Why are we neglected and uncared for? You can bring your own food. It's fine. It's fine. When they talk to their therapist the rest of their lives about how they ate smashed peanut butter sandwiches from parents who hated them. And you can tell them you do love them. My children, my precious children. I love you so much. I brought you to Disney World. My love has a lasting legacy. You and I will be in debt the rest of our lives paying off this trip. You'll go into college debt forever. You'll never pay it off. You'll half your paycheck will go to paying just the interest on that college debt. The money of this trip could have been invested. It could have paid for your college in cash. No debt whatsoever. But you will have some cheap plastic ears forever to symbolize my love for you, and that is priceless. I do love you, my child. Now, this has been a story thus far, Philippoponemi, of a lot of drama, I know. It's a lot of ups and downs. Life is hard, but we got to find the redemption in it. But I'm not going to end on a sour note. Oh, no, we'll end on the good. Because the purpose of Noah's rant is to make the world a better place. Your world a better place. And the world a better place. So, here's 2 pieces of good news. Did the mouse that shall not be named get you? Oh, he got you. He got you, but you can flip the script. Are you going to be in debt the rest of your life? Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You will. You are going to be in debt the rest of your life. But you can flip the switch on that mouse. You can totally franchise this. Yes, the hypnotic effect of a mouse costume and what it will make people do, instead of you being the nail getting smashed in the head by the hammer over and over and over, you become the hammer. Flip upon a eye. You go out and get a mouse costume. It doesn't matter. Any mouse is fine. Go on Etsy. Order something from overseas. You'll find something. You put on that mouse costume. The bigger the ears, the better. And watch. Go out downtown. Watch people come up to you and give you thousands of dollars. Just shelling it out to you. Be sure to have a square reader. Only old people actually have cash anymore. Old people, especially if their grandchildren are with them, they're the best. I mean, you'll get lots of cash still, but throw the card reader in as well. Square, good company for that. If you can create a long line, doesn't matter how. I mean, create the line any way you can. Maybe stop traffic. I don't know. Stop traffic. Get people to line up, though. The longer the line, people love that. If you create a 4-hour line, I'm telling you, the mouse that shall not be named has got that down. People are walking around that park, and, normal sane people like you and I, we see a 4-hour line and we flee. We run for our lives. I would never wait in a 4-hour line for anything. Period. You want to see a real life unicorn? Yeah, that'd be awesome. 4-hour line. No, I'm good. My Little Pony is just fine. I'm very content with that. 4-hour line at Disney World. Oh my gosh. It makes it more appealing. It's a 4-hour line. You know how good this ride must be? I'm just going to go pay triple the admission just to cover how much better of an experience this is than I even thought it would be. We're going to get to ride 2 rides today. That is how good these rides are. Man, you can create that line out in the square of your town. People will line up with expectancy and joy. The feeling of joy of them giving you all their money. You're making their world a better place, that you can give them that memory. And if you can go to Costco, Sam's Club, load up on snacks, but it doesn't matter, bags of chips, candy bars, just take some of the free samples that they give out. That's fine. Whatever it is, you put a sticker of a mouse on those things, and you're wearing a mouse costume, my friend, please donate to the Flip Side. Please tithe to Mosaic Church of Grand Rapids, because me and you, baby, we are going to be living large. See what we're doing here? Making the world a better place. One last piece. This is one serious. It's good, but we're going to get a little more pastoral here. So just kind of hone in. For a gratitude exercise. There's a lot of bad. There's a lot of bad in life. And this is Christian, non-Christian, across the board. It is proven by psychologists that gratitude heals the brain. Gratitude, you're depressed, you're in a bad mood, you're in despair, you're in a really rough situation. Make a gratitude list it out. And sometimes I know it's hard. You may not be able to think of anything that you can come up with to be grateful for. And I don't want you to lie. I don't want you, because it doesn't work. You got to be genuinely grateful. Well, here's the thing. This will change your life. It's changed mine. When you're in that state and things just can't get any worse, you close your eyes like I'm closing mine now. And you thank God, the good shepherd, the good Lord above. And you say, God, thank you that right now things are bad, but I am not in Disney World right now. That is right. Can you feel that light feeling? Just do that with me. Just exercise with me right now, if you will. If you're driving your car, keep your eyes open. Pull over, maybe. But close your eyes when it's safe to do so. I want you, first to picture yourself in Disney World. Use your imagination. You feel the trauma? Do you feel the chaos? Do you feel the frenzy in your brain? Do you feel the financial stress and pressure? Now, let it all exhale out of your body. Just breathe it all out. Long exhale. And remind yourself you're not there. No, you're here. Take another breath of real air, fresh air. You're free. You're not in that prison. You're out. You're in the real world. You've been set free. What a gift. What a gift to be grateful for. You can open your eyes. That gift is there for you anytime you need it. It's accessible. It's free. I'm not charging you for it. I would never do that. I'm a pastor. I love you. I want to help you. Anywhere you go, you can close your eyes. And you'll never lose that gratitude that you are not in Disney World. Oh, it's been so good and healing. I hope it's been as healing for you as it's been for me to be back here in Noah's Rant. If the Lord wills it, if there's more to rant about in the world, and I think there will be, as long as there's corners of the world that haven't heard Noah's Rant. Believe it or not, there still are. I know it's hard to believe. There's still corners of the world to be reached. As long as there's corners out there that haven't been reached by Noah's Rant will be here. Every month on a Wednesday, there will be a Noah's Rant forever. As long as that Disney World debt is there in your life. Noah's Rant will be here until something happens and I don't do them monthly anymore. Thanks for listening, Flippopotami. I love you. I love you more than the mouse that shall not be named loves you. I don't remember how I closed Noah's Rant. It's been 2 years. I'm a little rusty. So, shout out to Angry Brew. AngryBrew.com. Not theflipside.com. That doesn't exist. 5lakes.com. Flip is your promo code to get 10% off your order. Subscribe to the podcast. New episode every Wednesday. I will see you next time on the flip side.
The Flip Side with Noah Filipiak is a Beyond Ministries production. Copyright Noah Filipiak. www.noahfilipiak.com. Theme music by Kyle Lake at K-Lake Music. Used with permission. Please leave a review on Apple Podcasts and subscribe wherever podcasts are found.
It's time to bring me closer. There's no purgatory, cause you're in or you're out. When you see them in the clouds, then you know it's going down. Raise them, raise them, raise them. They've been sleeping for some ages. Now all God's babies so confused by this hatred. Pulpit preachers shouldn't aim to be A-list. Money probably long, but short is what your days.